Breaking news, we finally have an end to the Chicago teachers' strike. That means that the city's more than 350,000 students can head back to school tomorrow. Wow. CNN correspondent Ted Rollins is in Chicago, where the union's House of Delegates just wrapped up their meeting. Ted, what do you know about the deal they ironed out or any other information from that meeting?
Well, what we can tell you, Ryan, is that it was overwhelming, apparently, this vote. They did a voice vote, and it was an overwhelming yes to a vote to suspend the strike. So as you said, after 7 days out, some relief for these thousands of parents and students. They will be back in school tomorrow morning. Teachers are back. We talked to a couple of them as they've left. Teachers said that they were pleased that this was over, happy to get back to work. One person we interviewed, though, was one of the lone dissenters in this, and she said she was disappointed because some of the things that they did fight for, lower class sizes, air conditioning in some schools, things of that nature, were not in this contract. And a lot of these folks here have also articulated that this is a work in progress. They'll be back at work. They've agreed tentatively to a 3-year deal, but these overwhelming issues that not only Chicago are dealing with, but school districts across the country are dealing with, are still out there and need to be dealt with. But the headline, Chicago schools will be back in session tomorrow morning, and the strike is over.
Ted, I'm sure it's a huge relief for parents. Kids maybe have mixed feelings, but let me ask you this, Ted. You know, last week, parents were very much in support of a lot of the teachers. As this week came on and there was word of a tentative deal, but that the teachers wanted to take some time to look at the details of that deal, it seems like the pendulum started swinging a little bit away from the teachers. Did you get the sense that things were changing and that maybe parents were a little frustrated, maybe that pushed things along?
Absolutely, and we talked to several parents that you're describing the exact same scenario that they went with. Empathy for the teachers at first. They heard on Friday, okay, there's a deal in the works, and then on Sunday they get word that the teachers really wanted to look at the deal and take their time. There was a sense that the urgency wasn't there with the teachers, and we did see a lot of those parents then turn, and I think if they would have voted today to keep this strike going, they would have seen an incredible amount of parents go from their side to the other side, because let's face it, it is a complete nightmare not knowing each day whether or not your child is going to be in school. You have to arrange for plan B. Some people were taking vacation days. It was a lot to ask of these parents. If it would have continued, I think you're exactly right, they would have lost a lot of that parental support.
All right, great.